Hi everyone, Mondion Astral Oracles, and this is an energy update, Ascension update with the Arcturian Council spanning from this new moon, September 6th to 2021, and until the full moon 14 days from now. So let's check in with our man Umblam, and thank you for being here. Yes, hello friends, this is Umblam of the Arcturian Council. So glad to join humankind and to speak to those of you tuning in. You may hear the roaring thunder in the background, and well, it is intended both by our friend here and by us that you should hear this roaring thunder, because this is how you may experience these coming energies. That is that, well, there are these abrupt surges within the energetic fabric of existence, and they of course manifest themselves a little differently, much as the climate, depending on where you are situated in your own reality. But all of you are experiencing these stirrings in different ways, and they are inviting all of you to become present and to ride on these tall breaking waves that are slamming into the coastline of your personality, of your personal existence. That is, there is a great influx of etheric energy moving into your reality in this lunar cycle, these coming 14 days. And it is a most auspicious time for you to explore knowledge of any kind that is especially esoteric, etheric, astral knowledge. These types of insights, these types of explorations, they are greatly supported. And you may want to move into your preferred discipline of connecting this to your personal reality. That is the general discipline that is sometimes known as manifestation, or with a more arcane word, thaumaturgy, the ability to create miraculous happenstances or events by directing your consciousness and controlling your energy. This is something that will be greatly supported. So maybe you prefer working with crystals, and maybe you like to charge these crystals with specific energies and then let these energies unfold and take place and purify or cleanse the physical. Maybe you enjoy building energy in your body, and you are sensing that a lot of these energies in your body, they seem to be pressuring up or pushing up a lot of previously or hitherto unconscious material that you have been unable to process. And then, kind as the soul and as the ascension process also is, benevolent as it is, it has waited for this moment for it to be processed, because you can surrender it to one of those breaking waves of energy, one of those roars of thunder that appear. You can just offer the energy that is being brought up to the surface to that thunderous bang and let it be carried away into the ethers. Know that everything there is received and recycled by the great and luminous overmind that exists in all of you and through which all of you are connected. This is a good way to approach these volatile energies, because indeed they may seem volatile. They may seem as though they are stirring you into action, that you may feel that you are seeking connection in some way or another, but it is diffuse for you. That, do I go in this direction and seek community? Do I go in this direction and seek communion with my counterparts and spiritual higher self? Or do I go within and seek connectivity with my physical self and my mental states will go where you are called. And how do you discern where you are called? You come into a moment of stillness. So the more you can cultivate stillness, the greater your ability to actually mobilize your intention into your heart's desire, the greater your ability to discern unwanted influences and to also surrender these unwanted influences to those roaring waves that are moving you forward and onward in your ascension process, both as an individual and as a species. Depending on which culture you reside, you may also notice that different cultures have chosen to play out different roles in this general ascension of the species. And so many of you may be in spaces where you feel there is a lot of energy stirring around you, there is a lot of confrontational energy. Others may find themselves in places that seem a bit stale and old and where nothing much is happening. But there you will then have the opportunity to go within and act more as a type of beacon or a lighthouse of stillness for those cultures that are moving through great uproars. But notice that, well, this global connectivity that you have experienced and that has then been severed for a period, it will move back into connection. You are building a type of global awareness. You are connecting these, well, lines of interchange into greater and greater connectivity. And much as your internet has illustrated, much as your insights into neurology have illustrated, the world itself is becoming interconnected by forming more and more ley lines, more and more points of complex connectivity, more and more networks that can serve to connect those parts of the human endeavor, the human collective that were hitherto separate. And so many of you who may have felt lonely or isolated in your interests, like you were walking a path of lonely exploration and you were out of resonance with your surroundings, you may feel that, well, the opportunity to build something, to begin to lay the foundations for a type of environment, a type of collective, a type of commune or culture, and to actually make this a physical reality in the coming years. This will be something that is beginning at this moment, and so the equinox will form a strong turning point. And notice that, well, the full moon and the equinox energies, they will be quite aligned as we move into this time of September, and we will be joining you again to guide you in this process. But know that we are always there with you, and it was not necessarily anticipated that we would play such a great role in the movement of human ascension. But on these timelines, so many of you have chosen to also connect to your higher selves, to stir your higher selves, and then to seek guidance and knowledge within great systems of spiritual insight. And we, the Arcturians, we are great system and technology builders. We love to create these types of systemic insights, and therefore we are so happy and have been so happy to be able to guide you this day in these coming auspicious new moon energies. May you surf well on the waves, and may you find stillness in the eye of the storm, and from there may you wield the storm in the direction that your heart is calling you to move. May you be protected as you go forward realizing your heart's desires. I, Umblam of the Arcturian Council, all of the Arcturian Council, and your galactic brethren, we bring you our blessings. We send you our deepest love and compassion We offer you our companionship and guidance whenever you tune into it. And we assure you and bless you with peace everlasting, even in these moments of change.